33. He'll get this off to Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Griffin. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Bobby Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking... And in for the Lions, touchdown! Michael Mayer, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
Okay, ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Let's go now.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on. Hit. 70, Timberwolves.
Griffin eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
On the jump. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Griffin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
Now the pressure comes. 10 back at the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
97.
3rd and long for Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes Tony on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Set. Careful. Set.
Here's Griffin. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Force some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Now a 1st down throw for Young. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Kadarius Toney on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Swift, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Swift, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First down now, but that clock rolling. Griffin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. This ball deep for Tony. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. Steps away to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now here's Young. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Griffin. He's going to get that to Swift underneath, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play action, it's Griffin. He finds Mayer here. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Ready?
One more time with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Griffin. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. RG3. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Lions 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Young. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Lions 12-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed real.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Here's Griffin to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Let's go. 70.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Ready.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, Griffin. Open man right side is Tony.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out of the other end.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Detroit.
On first down, Griffin. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions first down.
Ready.
They go play action. Griffin. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Kadarius Toney, 58 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Griffin will try and throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
To the right side, here's Mayer.
And here we are in the fourth
some drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Swift. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Once again, it's Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Young. And he's got it. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Come on.
This is 1st and 10. Griffin. Open man downfield, that's Tony. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Young Wei Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. 2 seconds on the clock, this for the win. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule, coach? Always talk about 24-hour rule after a game.